Namaste, this is Willow, and I am here reporting to you on sovereignty. We're still on to the heart brain, the cardiac brain, and I just wanted to tell a little story. And as I speak this story out, just allow it to affect your heart in whatever way that it does. And as it does affect your heart in whatever way that it does, just be mindful of the sensations that you feel in your body, the emotions that you feel in your whole head, heart, and gut brains, and really all you have to do is notice them. So just notice what you notice as you listen to this story. So before I go into this story, I just want to say it's so fascinating the way that in a lot of Asian languages, in Chinese medicine, we call the heart Shen. Shen is the name for the heart, and Shen is also the name for the mind. So these two brains in the body are synonymous with each other. And also spirit is another word that we call Shen. So spirit, brain, and heart all have the same name in many Asian languages. And it's just fascinating to see how you can react to something emotionally in all those three centers of yourself. So the story goes like this. There was a military man, he was an ex-vet, and he was having some serious anger management problems. So he was ordered to go to some mindfulness classes in order to get a handle on his anger management problems. So he was going to the classes, he was learning the practices, he was doing them in class. And then one day he had to go out to the grocery store. There he was with a huge basket full of groceries, and he was in a rush. He had to check out soon. But the person who was in line in the grocery store in front of him was a woman with a small child, a little baby, and she just had one carton of milk, and he was like, "Why don't you go over to the express line?" He was getting very worked up inside of himself. The express lane was empty. I mean, what was she thinking? She should have just gone over to the other lane. But there she was right in front of him in the lane that was slowing him down. And what did she do when she got to the checkout gal? She handed the baby over to the checkout girl so that she could give the baby a hug and a kiss. I mean, the audacity of this woman, he thought. So then he remembered in a moment, he remembered those mindfulness practices, and he started to soften, and he started to notice, oh, well, it really is a very cute baby, and this really is a very sweet moment. And so he started to take it in and calm down inside of himself a bit more. Then the woman left with the baby, and he got up to the cash register, the checkout gal, and he said to her, "You know, that really was a very cute baby." And she said, "Oh, thank you so much. That's my daughter. And my husband was in the military and he died in combat. So I have to work full time, and my mom brings my daughter in every day so that I can give her a hug and a kiss." So what emotions come up for you when you hear that story? Just feel them in your heart, feel them. You might feel them in your throat, feel them in your head, feel the rush of emotion that comes through, and think about how that man in line shifted his neuroplasticity and his ability to take in that moment and be mindful in that moment by just the smallest percentage, just 5%, and it changed the entire experience for him. This is Willow Brown with Yin Wellness, and sending you tons of love and mindfulness light. Namaste.